Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin. Let's see what happens here tonight. 117.8. The show is about to begin. Sit back and relax. Put your seatbelts on, because we're going to take you to space. Here we go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on this beautiful Saturday night, 7/19/2025. We're going to have a blast. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. 117,650. Bitcoin struggling. I see that liquidation down at 115,000. Looks like we may just get there. Critical times for BTC. Let's take a look at the charts for Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's show you what we're looking at. Hive crossing the vertical line. We're going to talk about that. I looked at it earlier today, had an alert on that. SHIB, I'm just looking for everything to catch up to the 21-day moving average. You see what I'm saying? Make a bit of a flag here, something like this. It looks like 5 or 6 days until these altcoins are going to be ready to cook. But you do whatever makes you happy. I can't, I'm just a guy here online. So let's take a look at it. Remember, earlier today, we talked about BTC. I made a green box, suggested that Bitcoin may end up in the green box and go sideways. It actually slowly bled to the downside. Bitcoin. And we did talk about how it kind of looked like a head and shoulder pattern that was going to dump. Look at that. The target was there. That one did dump. But we did not hit the green box. I didn't do it today. I didn't do it. I said 118.5. We went to 117.7. Only, not too bad, but hey. Let's take a look. Let's talk about it. I want to look at the daily close. I want to get ready for the weekly close. This is what Saturday night's about. It's about getting ready preemptively for the weekly close. That's the main point of this show. There is a point to Saturday night show. A lot of people don't think there is. They think it's me doing shenanigans and doing John Travolta, Hey, my John Travolta. You don't like my John Travolta? Hey. I do John Travolta sometimes. No, I actually have never done John Travolta yet. I'll be working on them, all right? I'll be working on it. Hey, baby, why don't you get... No. Should I do Face Off? I don't know. We'll get into it. We'll think about it. I think I can do Nicolas Cage right now. I don't know. It was a motorcycle. I get into the motorcycle. I don't know. He talks... Nicolas Cage, I have to think about it. And he has that deeper... Why do you tell me that I'm doing that like that? I can't. He's got like a very interesting voice. Anyway, let's take a look at BTC. Seems like it's struggling, but I also see something out of the corner of my eye. Interesting times. So right off the bat, we break down this idea here that this is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. That has a measured move to the downside. That could take Bitcoin down, 113,830, even 113,009. All right, BOOKMAP does suggest we're going down to 114,900, 115,000 to liquidate those longs. There is liquidity up to 122K, 121.5. Only time will tell. I am not long or short right now. I'm kind of in between. I'm like, and it's low liquidity on the weekend, so I'm just kind of waiting my turn. Waiting for positional strength, something that makes sense, that gives me a higher probability than what I'm seeing right now. That's it. That's what a trader does. You trade probability. If the probability is good, you take it. If it's not, you go from there and find out and wait till you get something that meets your criteria. If it doesn't meet your criteria, you can't take the trade. We're looking for a breakout, though, of this Sammy cup and handy to the upside tonight to save the day. for Bitcoin. The oversold 1 hour time frame to go back to the upside. This kind of bull pennant on the RSI is even the RSI is pretty tight right there, looking for some type of move and lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, suggesting that we could have a move here to the upside for Bitcoin. You know, we're below the 200 moving average of the 15-minute. We have to get back above that. And I still, you know, it's not amazing. It's a symmetrical triangle if you look at it. This big thing here. And, you know, I take the base like this. If you break up somewhere to, you know, 124, new all-time high, you break down, we're talking some lows. You know, and then there's a high volume node, and, I mean, we're 111,000. So I could see us either way. You know, nothing saying we're guaranteed to pump here in the interim. Let's take a look on the weekly and see what's happening on the weekly chart. Away from the 21-day moving average, you know, but steadily moving with it. So far, so good. We talked about this being the rising wedge. Rising wedge breaks out 68% of the time. Can we head all the way here to about 167,000? $175 for BTC, right? Big resistance here too as well with support. So Bitcoin, could you come back down to 109,000? Yes, for sure. No reason why you couldn't. If we close a candle like this tomorrow night, that is bearish, my friends. A red candle next to a green one on the weekly is a bearish sign, especially after a big wick up to the upside there on that move. So that is bearish to me. It suggests that we may start to go lower and head back down, and it could also create a shoulder, a head right shoulder. You see? If that were the case, you'd have to kind of play into how that would look from the neckline to the head. Boom, and then look at that. I mean, you've got a gap all the way back down to 67,000 if you lose 96K. I'm just going over the facts here. People don't like to hear the truth. Could we go to 67,000? 96,000? Hey, anything is possible for Bitcoin. If we're in for a super cycle, then there would be a pretty big pullback here, wouldn't there be? Unless we're just going to steamroll, you know? So let's see what happens. This weekly candle closes red. It's not the end of the world, but the odds would increase that we are going to start to break down. We broke down there, we broke down there, we broke down there. So the odds would increase that we would break down. We're going to have to figure this out. 5-day chart, interesting. That already closed tweezer, you know, with the tweezer top. So we were waiting for that tonight. That 5-day candle did close red. That's a bearish sign for me. So you broke out of the rising wedge, but I mean, you know, is there continuation here? The 3-day chart on its next red candle already. And again, I wouldn't mind just seeing some type of flag, and then the daily. And then there's the daily away from the 21-day moving average. And the daily is what you really want to look at when it comes to the biggest, you know, the bigger time frames in that 21. Because it's going to hone in for you. So, you know, it's not all bad. I feel like it's lateral enough to say that we almost kind of defeated the falling wedge. Like, you know, for the falling wedge to occur, you have to kind of pump and start dumping here. Once you start kind of falling out sideways, then you could extend it and say, okay, it depends. This could dump nastily and still give us a falling wedge. And it doesn't matter. It's not. But I have played with these ideas. The minuscule movements that change the essence of the pattern and kind of being able to speculate on what the pattern's going to be based on, like, even the fact that candle's a little more lateral. So it's looking, you know, if I had to put a probability on it, it does look more likely like this is going to break to the upside with this measured move somewhere to about 134,000, but it could take its time. This candle closed 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 more days of sideways price action before we come to the 21-day moving average. But we need to get pretty close or touch the 21, this white line here. And then boom, we can get some fireworks for Bitcoin. Pull a fib if you just want to, you know, could you come to 113, 112? That would be your Fibonacci. And could you come and retrace to bounce off 109, 111 here? Off that daily resistance, see? Which is now support. Resistance becomes support. 111,677 for Bitcoin. So slow bleed for BTC today. Not amazing. Let's take a look at our daily close. Bitcoin open 117,924. High was 118,499. The low was 117,277 and 4 cents. The candle closed at $117,840 even, down $84.84. 84, a bit odd, right? So it opened and closed down 80. It did nothing. Today was a quiet day for Bitcoin. Opened at 924, closed at 840. You know, on the 117. I mean, that's, and it's right now right where it opened, basically, 117. So Bitcoin was sideways the whole day. Did absolutely nothing. And if anything, kind of did a slow bleed from the earlier pump. But if you looked at the beginning and the end, it did absolutely nothing today. It was one of the most boring days for Bitcoin. Crypto in general, too. We'll take a look at the altcoins, see if some of them are flying, but seemed like it was kind of one of those days. Hope you got out there today. I was out there in the open ocean with my buddies, my family, having an absolute blast. We were doing damage. It was fun, man. It was fun. So I feel like I'm moving right now. I was on the boat, you know, a couple hour and a half trips to the beach on the boat. Then you get off. We take the boat and the little dinghy to the beach. We hang out on the beach all day. We get back. We take the boat back home. It's a blast, man. Had a blast. So God bless everyone out there if you did go boating, if you're lucky enough, you know, and whatever you did. I don't mean to be rude, but I just had a beautiful day here on the water. Been boating my whole life since I was a kid, man. And my dad was, you know, we grew up lower middle class, struggling, but grinding. My dad just never gave up, man. And I never gave up. I come from a generation of men that just don't stop. We will grind till we get it. That's it. That's the rule. No whining. So we're looking for some type of sideways price action. Looking for this to come on out. It could easily dump. Yes, anything could happen. Bart Simpson, we'll see the smaller time frames. But right now, we're looking for the daily to go nice and sideways here. Create a nice little flag and get a pump to $134,000 for Bitcoin. The 12-hour, not looking kind of double topped and then like sitting around. And then the 22 is just in this very awkward pattern. The 8-hour as well. The 4-hour. And this is where we're back at it. Thank you so much for gifting memberships. It seems like somebody did that again. It's getting awesome. You people are amazing. Let's see what happened here with the fan funding. Sam, can you chart TARS AI? Still waiting for a PAMP. Oh no, this is the yeah, that was yesterday's. That happens to me or this morning. Happens to me all the time. I'm reading the chat from the last one. I just was in the wrong stream and it told me it was finished. It told me the stream was finished. Bitcoin does this glitch lately. It will tell you the stream is. I was like, wait, I'm offline. You saw my face? The offline face. This is my offline face. I'm like, oh man, it's over. Sent 50 lifer memberships for all. I had a feeling it's Reliable J, right? Reliable J, man, God bless you. Thank you so much. You didn't have to give, but you did. So crazy. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Remember Reliable J? He was so cool, man. He came to Vegas, hung out. Everyone was super nice to me, man. He was super humble. He was like, man, at the very end, he was like, could I please? I don't mean to be rude. Can I take a picture, man? I was like, of course, man. You're my G, brother. He's like, nah, I don't want to, The nicest people, the most humble people, the lifers are the nicest, most humblest people you've ever met. That get together, we're going to do one in Vegas next year. Same thing, same place, probably solid. Why not? Maybe not. Maybe it'll be bigger. But man, what a beautiful time it was. Absolutely lovely to be hanging out. It was awesome, man. Vegas, baby, Vegas. Then we in Dubai. Went from Dubai to Vegas in a month and a half. It was insane. And I was really looking forward to it, too. I remember I was like, man, I can't wait to go to Vegas and see all the people because it's like reunion. Every year it's a reunion. I work so hard and we really get to connect with each other. Everyone that helps build the space, that works really hard, that cares about crypto more than anything else in the world. And you hang out with all those beautiful people. So get in there. Get your Bitcoin 2025 tickets now. So that's a head and shoulder pattern. I got to tell you, the odds are not in our favor right now for the bulls. I know I tried to paint a nice picture here, but it doesn't look... Right now, I'm saying we're going to dump to 114,000 and liquidate those shorts. So right now, it's likely that the shorts will get liquidated. I would be careful trading anything because it's easy to get stopped out. But this is what we're looking at here on the liquidity side for BTC. And you can see it's kind of locked in, like just like that. Like there's price, there's the 114,000. They want to liquidate those shorts. 115K right there. Boom. And it looks like it's likely. It's all setting up for a likely move to the downside. Okay. I want you all to win at everything, not just money. God bless Reliable J. We love you. And we thank you. Wow, we got top fans here today. We got the Muck holding us down. Reliable J in third, and he's still heavy. That means, wow, Francisco the Christian. Unbelievable. And look at these XP points. And shout out to all my beautiful people. Satoshi Wizard, Craig Gruss, Lion Rune, Zip, KJ Alexander, John Tavares, Kukin Gaming, Bougie Kirk, keeping it real since podcast, my man. Keeping it real since podcast. Chrissy 041210, my man. Or girl, I guess, right? Yeah. Neil Schwartz, JB Servicing, George in the house, Bellico, X, my man, Mr. Butters Trading in the house, Leon Day Trader, that Pulse Player. Wow, the Big Don, J Bone, and all my awesome lifers out here, my top fans. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for the love. Let's take a look at that fan funding for a split second. And we got sending much love to all my lifers. Literally love how everyone welcomed me in the Discord. Much love to the 99. Greetings from Brazil. Looking forward to seeing you again. Hey man, I created a group of a place with respect and love for anyone that joins. And out of respect and love for me, everybody just treats everyone with love and respect in that group because that's how we built it. And no one would ever want to step on my toes and do the wrong thing. Now, would you over here? So, hey, you got to be nice to Mr. Muck over here. Hey, so, hey, either you're nice to Mr. Muck or you end up in the muck over here. Hey. Shout out to everybody here now. But God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That will come back to you tenfold for giving. You didn't have to, but you did. Thank you so much. So, back to the basics. Bitcoin looking bearish. So, you know, the TA tells you that you should put a short in with a stop on the other side of the 21 moving average. Take it down to 114.6 or 115,000. So that's what's likely going to happen to Bitcoin. Symmetrical triangle, lower lows, but you never know. Watch them just shoot it to the upside. You know, you never know. Right now, though, it's all looking pretty likely. Look, there's a shoulder. That looks like a head and shoulder too to me. And when there's a head and shoulder inside the right shoulder of the bigger head and shoulder, I mean, that looks like you're going to dump. So I see some bearishness for Bitcoin. So why wouldn't you short it, Sam? I usually don't short Saturdays. Likelihood they go up first, stop everyone out, come down. It may end up down here, but there will be a lot of pain before it. But, you know, hey, the probability does suggest you're headed down to the target, 114,574 for Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. We came back to what we said earlier this morning. We were wrong. I tried to play with it. It didn't happen. It bled out. We look for some type of hopium copium, and that's this fact that we could be in some type of cup and handle here that could break out to the upside for Bitcoin. Okay? That's another thing. That's our so you're looking for this to break out. You're looking for Bitcoin to get above the 15. You're looking for Bitcoin to get above the 1 hour. Let's see the first one that it can get above. So it toyed with the 1 minute 200 moving average. Made some type of wacky double top there, though, and just, cat ears really played itself. So the first thing that has to happen is we have to get back above the 5 minute 200 moving average. We got to see some type of shoulder, head, right shoulder here on the 5 minute time frame. This little cup and handle to break out. We get above the 5 minute 200, then we can flip to this 1 hour. See if the 1 hour cup and handle starts to move. If that breaks out, now we're getting the liquidation to the shorts back to 189. And, that could be pretty likely based on the fact that we have light volume on this weekend. Look for this inverted head and shoulder to play out here on the 5-minute time frame to save the day. So that's your hopium copium for Bitcoin. So we can see there's a battle here. And I told you exactly how to watch it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I gave you the keys to figure it out. If you can, if you know your TA, what I did there was spot on. So Bitcoin always kicks me in the nutshells. Yeah, it can do that. How's the nutshells? What kind of nutshells are they, though? Are they are we talking pistachio, walnut? Sam, I learned from you, usually when EMA pinch of the 1 hour, XRP is moved. It did it at $2, $3, and $3. They about to pinch again. Sammy, cup and handy. So we're looking for this cup and handle to break out for Bitcoin. That's kind of what we're looking for. Shout out to Crypto Billy, giving Sammy 12 months. Give Sammy 12 months. Watch what happens 100%. Hang out with me for 12 months and see what happens to you. Your consistency will be through the roof. You'll never be the same. You will absolutely nail it. Let's take a look at the coins today. What happened here? So coins had a bit of a move. XTZ up 40, an oldie up 44%. Everything else up 4, 5, 10% for ENA. Nothing too crazy, but good green around the board. Bitcoin went somewhat sideways. All coins had a little bit of a move. You gotta love that, right? In the last week, all coins have had a great move. FLOKI up 42%. Link in the last month, 86%. PENGU, Bonk. We've had a nice month for all coins. They've had a little bit of a run. XRP up 58%. In the last year, still struggling, but XRP still up about a 5x in a year. SPX up at 8,200%. Virtual still up 3,000. Hyperliquid still strong. FARTCOIN. So you can see the strongest coins in the game. And some have holds, gains throughout the year. And then we go back to the 1 hour, and you can see FARTCOIN still holding gains. FLOKI still holding Tau. So you can see what's strong in a blink of an eye here using the bubbles. I absolutely love it. Let's take a look here what's trending as well on CryptoRank and just show you maybe what you haven't thought of or maybe what you have been looking at. So Layer 0, Katana Inu I'm looking at it there. 3D Pass, P3D, never heard of it. Might want to Google it. Very small market cap, very beginning. Eclipse, Caldera, Chainbase, it keeps coming up lately. C, USD. Say is my winner, baby. I love Say. Heavy on Say. Hyperliquid is I like Hyperliquid. Aptos, Wormhole. Barachain might be coming back. I'll take a look at it. Ondo back above $1 is awesome. Really want to see that. Farm AI, Summit, Dora, Tanuki, AI Cross, Matrix, ACM. Brand new coin. Blockchain infrastructure. This one's interesting. AI Cross Matrix. It's a swap bridge. Avalon Wealth Club for the funding round. Buzz Bridge Capital. Genesis Capital. Huh. I just like doing my due diligence here. And then I like to also look at the most visited coins in the last 7 days. Of course, Pump. But I didn't really get into that. Bitcoin, Layer 0, Ethereum, Caldera, Chainbase, XRP ripping to 342. Awesome. Sui, Solana, Taker Protocol. Sounds pretty nice. Taker. Starknet. Turn with a 3 on my radar there. 2 million market cap. Agora. So I'd be researching what stands out to me is 3D Pass, Turn, Chainbase, and Taker Protocol. They keep kind of coming at me for whatever reason. I can't explain that. Sol 177 cents with the 777s. Up 10% in 7 days. You gotta love the Sol bags, baby. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love on Twitter. On our way to 40,000 followers, man. Yeah. ICP, yeah, exactly. Maybe not, right? Holding on to that NASDAQ trade and end up pausing up 1%. So we'll see what happens. I'm not stopped out yet. It's actually a little bit above the buy zone. We'll see, though. It could collapse with Bitcoin. I've been hanging with the lifers for a couple months. I would never leave the group. Shout out to Fund the Shorts, man. Thank you. Super nice to you, brother. Super nice for you to say. Shout out to Margaret. We love you, Margaret. Blessings, Sam. Thanks for all your hard work. Can you recap on XLM, please? You must be in the money now, Margaret, because you've been asking about XLM every other day, on and off. Look, it looks like we're going to get the pump here out the cup and handle to flatten these shorts. People think they got it. Obliteration to the upside here. That could be a nice little cup and handle long. Entry here, stop loss down here. It is the weekend, but bang. 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio just from what I see. Bitcoin about to do some damage, possibly get back up to 118,008. It's in the CADs. It's a possible. It's a possible. It's possible, huh? So, let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. I'm just going to say gone go up and then walk off. That's it. Gone go up. Stellar Lumens gone go up. You got it. Okay, Stellar Lumens. Let's take a look here at Stellar Lumens. Lumens are lights in Spanish. So let's take a look at what happened. I see it continuing to go to the upside based off the measured move of the W. But there's going to be some ups and downs in price action. And, you know, you got to do what you got to do depending. That does look somewhat like a shoulder, head and shoulder that could break to the downside here and lose the 200 moving average, right? Let's take a look at the bearish signals and the bullish signals just to see kind of what could be happening here to Stellar. First things first is we had a huge pump. You're away for the 21-day moving average, so I would pull fibs after massive pumps like that, you know, on an asset that big too, with a very large market cap. We'd say, you know, some back down to the 618, 40 cents could make sense. I'm not saying this is guaranteed. It could rip off like this. I'd like to see it do this. I'd like to see it hang out. And again, I may not be right here. I'm just, of all the people in the world, I think I might be the most brainstorm accurate. Seriously, though, like, let's be honest, right? I don't know. Who else does this every single day and watches price action like me? If any brain knows how to what's going to happen, I mean, if I was going to bet on a brain, I'd bet on the guy that does it every single day, watches multiple assets, does super chats all day long, and never stops. Like, that guy would have to have at least, his brain alone would have to have more insight, even if he was a complete idiot. You think his brain alone would have something left in there. Lifer, been watching you 2 years, never subbed, not proud, but always admired your energy and charts. I'm locked in. Link's got real fundamentals, feels overlooked. Would love a deep dive. Much love, brother. Shout out to my man. Thank you. Everyone comes around eventually. I came into crypto for profit, but stayed for the people. Sammy, my people, already made my wallet. Time to help other good people make theirs. Man, you're the man, dude. God bless you, brother. I love you so much, man. Let's get him to 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 subs. Can we get it? No days off. Keep pushing every single time. And there we are with another AED. $44 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for the love. Dodge making a run right now. I got stopped out earlier. I came in. Suffering and tribulations are a blessing. Nothing better than experiencing a true joy, which can only be born from dark places. 100%. This channel came from the depths of the darkness, but we made it through no matter what. May God bless everyone out there in the live. Blessings, thank you for all your hard work. God bless you too. So, Stellar Lumens, I'm looking for this. I would love a bounce, right? Bitcoin bounces right now. We bounce. We shred the shorts. All the fear disappears. People bug out. No more, you know. And these altcoins continue to run. So, I would like this move here, which would consolidate somewhere between 49 and 50. Give you guys a chance to rip this puppy to the next high at 80 cents. But again, it could make a right shoulder and dump. What I will tell you is I'm not sure if it's going to dump or go sideways, but it does have to come in contact with the 21-day moving average, either there or somewhere here. Both of these are going to be high probable entries. Whether it does either one, they're both going to be great entries near that 21. It just depends on where. So, you know, it doesn't really matter what price does. It matters on knowing when to enter based on the moving averages. Does that make sense? You don't have to know exactly what to do. You just have to get it done. That's all. Soul trying so hard to pump. It's the weekend, you know. Someone says Doge makes in a run right now. Let's take a look at Doge and FLOKI. Yeah, Doge actually running up pretty nicely on the daily. Correctamundo. And look, let's take a look at Doge and see what's happening here. It's bouncing off the 15-minute 200 moving average. It's got a bit of a trend line. It's attempting to hold. See if it could bounce back here to the top of the channel and make the move. This would be official. This would be the move, right? And then we would be able to get this kind of bounce back to the upside here for Doge. You see what I'm saying? A bit of a double bottom. I see a double bottom here. Does look like it could continue to pump. No reason not, because it held that 200 moving average on the 15. You got to think it's going to make it back here to the top of the pattern at 25 cents. Maybe Doge knows something we don't. Sometimes one coin will teach me what the rest of the market's going to do. I know it's crazy. Let's take a look at PENGU on Solana. And shout out to my people that are still here. You guys are like, if you're here on the weekend, on a July summer night, you're dedicated, you're destined to make, I can't guarantee anything, but it's the odds of you making dough in this market are high because you are one of the most dedicated people to the space if you're on the stream right now. Straight up. Like, you don't miss. Like, you don't play. Because I don't play. So if you're around me, that means you're around a guy that does not play around. No days off, stays focused, disciplined. So, and those people are the people that get paid in every industry, man. We just got to stick to the foundation, stick to the formula. Not let emotions get the best of us and not get too greedy. And everything's, you know, for me personally, I know is going to work out for the best in the long run because it always does. So it's going to. PENGU getting a bit of a run. You got to flag that 15-minute out. See if the 15-minute can flag out there. Just ate a double burger, inhaled that thing. How's Pawn Coin looking? Let's take a look at Pawn Coin. Okay. Last time I looked at Pawn, we had a bit of a flag, suggested it would hit what? The target, which it did. And now it's kind of flagging out yet again on a big time frame, the 4-hour. I would suggest Pawn Coin continues to do some damage here out this move off the 21-day moving average. Kind of breaks out of this kind of little bit of bull flag there. Symmetrical triangle, but still looks more bullish. I see it headed to 50730 for the next target. Yeah. Check out BTM, Bitcoin Depot. Thank you. Sounds cool, actually. Wow, so they're paying hard, big money there. You saw that, the featured content. DJI 930 ripping to the upside, the highest I've ever seen it, a $45 million market cap. This thing is eating zeros, man. I found it when it was at a $660,000 market cap. It's done over a 40x at this point. This is insanity. I think about a 50x. And then I put it out to the group at 004. It's done a 10x from there. It's 10x now. I hope you're in this. I have a piece of the pie here. And I am so happy riding this thing up. It looks like it's going to continue to run to the upside. And ETH and Injective. I like Ethereum. I like Injective. I mean, you ask me what my view is. That's my view. They're both great projects. I own them both. Yeah. Bitcoin Depot for life. Well, they got the Bitcoin Treasure Machine. Both of these are too small. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know BTM, Bitcoin Depot. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to move on. Sorry. I'll do more research, though, and if it makes sense, we'll come back to it on another stream. So Bitcoin, looking for the inverted head and shoulder of 5. Looking for the cup and handle to pop. Watch your shorts. About to get liquidated. They made it look real bearish. They've been doing this lately. They make it look real certain way, and then they just flatten the liquidations. Half my face would paralyze. Didn't know what was going on. It was Bell's palsy. I didn't miss one day of work. Eye locked open. Couldn't blink. Half my mouth worked. Didn't miss a day. We grind. That's crazy. God bless you, man. I'm so sorry. Is that over, though? Are you okay now? I got to call you, man. This is crazy. He says Doge still pumping. And when Doge pumps, FLOKI likes to pump. SHIB likes to pump. All these little coins like to do damage. There was a little flag there on the 1 minute, 30-second, actually. Looks like it's about to continue. So Doge doing damage here on the weekend. Ripping to the upside. Let's take a look at FLOKI. FLOKI also going to follow. I mean, it's likely going to rip. I see it in this kind of strange flag, but it's like, I almost be like, whatever. It broke out hot on the high side, but I see this thing doing damage. I own FLOKI, so I'm just going to watch my account go up. But bang. I like to see FLOKI do some damage here. My target for FLOKI is 19,075. Ain't even done yet. That's how Sammy rolls. Grind on equals gains on gains. Yep. Broke my hand 2 months before Vegas. No days off. I hear you, man. So sorry to hear that, brother. MORPHO, been a long time. I still own, I forget, I own some of these. Go Morpheus too. I've been staking a bunch of the stuff. You forget about it. MORPHO did some damage. Look what MORPHO did. It ripped from 135 to 199. Now, what I like about MORPHO, it's not we're just, what we want to see is we just want to see consolidation on a lot of these coins are going to get ready for their next leg. They're just going to consolidate for 4 to 5 days. This might be some of the least difficult trading we've ever had coming up in the next week. Like every coin will pump again for a couple, you get that, the secondary pump after the initial surge. Amazing place to be. XRP just doing damage too. And shout out to everybody out here enjoying this beautiful moment with me. I love you guys. Thank you. God bless everybody on this live stream. And I appreciate you guys sharing the dream of crypto with me because not everybody believed in us. Not everybody was there. A lot of our friends and family laughed at us. People, I had my dad believed in me at one point, but at the beginning it was pretty sketchy, right? Not everybody thought we were going to win. I see XRP doing damage to 416. Looks like we could get a stop even below, put a stop below the wick there. And the stop can be below 336. It's looking like XRP could do some damage here. The probability's kind of pretty good. BTM is a stock, somebody says. Thank you. We'll take a look at that then. Appreciate that. May God bless you. Sean, you're on point. We appreciate you, Sean. Everyone tell Sean you love him. He's basically my personal assistant. The kid's amazing. He's unbelievable. He does everything I need whenever I need it. Sean's unbelievable. God bless you, Sean. Tell Sean you love him. He's the best. He keeps this show. He keeps the light on. He keeps the oil burning. I see FARTCOIN about to do damage out this cup and handle. It's going to 251. You do whatever you want. It's one of the strongest coins in the game. It continues to pump. It showed extreme strength during that bearish pullback. It was one of the first ones to rip from 24 cents. It's up a 7x and continuing. I don't know what to tell you, but you got to look at strength. We suggested the buy-in at 120. It's at 145, and I think this thing is, the charts are telling me 251. 251, baby. So watch your FARTCOIN. Trade starting to rip. Okay. We love Sean. Sean, we love you. Look at all these people that love you, Sean. Much love to all of you. David Kendall, I love you too, brother. Thanks, Sean, for all your hard work. Blessings from South Africa. God bless you, man. Thank you. I'm a positive person because my life is going very well because I stay positive. So every time I don't stay positive, something happens. So I stay positive because that creates a positive frequency, which makes your life go well. You almost don't have a choice. Either you stay positive every day or you're kind of like fighting yourself and going backwards. I don't want to go backwards. I want to push. I'm a real man. I don't want to whine. I want to keep it. I want to make it happen. So by doing that, by working every day, by not saying a word, keeping our head down, staying disciplined, it all kind of comes into it comes into play, right? Wow, WeMix just absolutely just whoa. These coins are just, we're seeing some movement. I see FLOKI about to do damage. Like that flag looks like it's going to break out parabolically for some gains, baby. 38% gains for FLOKI. FLOKI looking very, very interesting, to say the least. And we had it down there, right? We gave it to you down there at 9.5. Never hit that stop loss. Continued to pump. Did some funky business there, but continued to pump. FLOKI. Now, FLOKI was the character in the Vikings, I believe, right? That's where this all comes from. Everybody loved him. He was a huge character. He really got with who you were in your mind and soul. Like, everyone wanted a friend like FLOKI that would be there to the end of time. Misunderstood. Savage, right? That's how it is. So I connect with FLOKI. You connect with FLOKI. FLOKI, that's what makes that being big. Let's win some Bitcoin, get some Saturday night gains. It does look like Bitcoin's going to pump to the upside here tonight, everybody. I'm calling an outlandishly strange lifer pump that I usually just shouldn't be saying a word about on a Saturday night. But something's going on here. As I got a short over, right, you know. But something's going on here with this little, remember that cup and handle on the 5-minute time frame there. And there it is. It did break out just as we suggested it could. So I told you to hold your horses on that short. Said they're probably likely going to reverse this puppy on the smaller time frame. We get above the 200 moving average. That's a move. I almost spit my drink out. FARTCOIN's about to rip. Anyway, I got to make this a quick stream. I do have family and friends over here on a beautiful Saturday night, everybody. Any last minute super chat, send them in. I'm going to be out of here in about 5 minutes. By 9 o'clock, I'm taking it out. So let me know what's going on. Shoot them at me. I wish I could be here all night with you as we watch this Bitcoin pump. But, you know, we did good. We went over a lot of the hotness. We showed you what's likely going on tonight, what's going down. We showed you even some potential setups in the alts, and we showed you that Bitcoin has this inverted head and shoulder, possible cup and handle forming here on the 5-minute time frame. So, Sam's the type of guy to do technical analysis on his fart. You're crazy. And we wear pants here every single day. God bless you all. Everyone, I love you. I'm going to jump on out. I got stuff to do. I got pool. We got pool to play. I got air hockey with the kids. We got Street Fighter arcade games. Like we got a game room that's crazy. I'll post it. It's crazy. I'll show you guys. But God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We had a lit time. I wish I could be here all the way till 10 o'clock as normal, but I'm jumping out early. Sam, what's up with my username? Changed on its own. Yeah, they added numbers to everyone. I don't know why. Yeah. They gave Crypto Billy 777 though, which is crazy, right? Thank you so much, Sammy. Enjoy your evening night with the family. Have a blessing. God bless you. Everyone, I love you so much. Thank you. Let's take a look at the fan funding one last time here. It was a blast. XTZ's ripping. ETH and Injective are all hot coins. Someone asked about Litecoin, please. It was trending on Twitter for whatever reason. I'm like, Litecoin? So let's take a look at what's going on with Litecoin. Wow, it's hot right now. And I guess that's why it was trending. I mean, look at it. It's about to break out. So for whatever reason, Litecoin is so hot right now. And that is, I mean, we may have just uncovered a beautiful long. Be careful. It's the weekend. But Litecoin could do some damage right here. Let me build this trade up. Thank you. And it's funny, you laugh at Litecoin like, oh, Litecoin. But then I'm like, hey, I'll take gains. And if it's got gains, I'll take them. Litecoin looking very, very interesting for a possible move here. Litecoin, keep your eyes peeled. That's why I show up. Sometimes there's ones that are spoon-fed. That one may be one of them. Again, it could go to zero. It could dump in our face. Anything can happen. I always use a stop, keep myself prepared with risk management just in case it doesn't go our way. Litecoin looking very interesting, though, for sure. And it ain't bad, short and sweet, baby. And look at all the people out here, man, making gains in the group on Bit10X, on MEXC. If you want to jump on in to any of the links that we got cooking, they're here in the pinned comment. We got Weeks, we got Bit10X, we got BTC. We're running a beautiful, you get awesome USDT for your weeks. So jump on in today. That'll blow your mind. All right. I can't even keep up. Look at this, flying at the speed of light. Gains on gains. Shout out to Michael Reinhardt. You're the man, Sammy. We told them about DJI 930. Still early, guys. Grab a small bag. It's so early. It really is. Scottish crypto, man. That thing is ripping. You're on point with SPX. You're on point with that. You don't play, my friend. BTM is a stock. Let's take a look at XTZ before we jump on out of here. It's just ripping hard. It's Tezos. This hasn't ripped in years. I remember this ICO back in the day. You know, but this looks bullish to me. The 5-minute is looking bullish on a lot of coins. Look out for a pump here. 5-minute looks nice. This looks like Litecoin, so a lot of coins may start to look like this. If your coin looks like this, look at it right now. I may help your TA. You may be able to do your TA just like this because it looks just like it. I mean, that's a 130 target there for XTZ. Hey, like, I don't discriminate. It's an old coin. It's a boring coin. I'm not really into the coin. But, man, that's a setup on the 5-minute time frame. High risk on the weekend. I still have to say that. But, I mean, the weekend used to be just the time to get into alts, for sure. BTM here. Bitcoin Depot on the NASDAQ. You know, it's ripping, and it looks really nice on the daily. Watch it consolidate. It's touching the 21 above the 200 moving average after its initial rip up. This thing could do some damage. I don't know what it really is. I hope it's the real deal. Like, actually does something with Bitcoin, but they could have just named it Bitcoin Depot. It could be an iced tea company for all we know. Like, remember blockchain iced tea? Then they ripped because they called it blockchain. It was so funny. Hey, keep this on your radar. It looks like it could pump. I like it. It's getting, the moving averages are all right. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, 8-hour. 4-hour, you're getting, moving averages are pretty close for the 4-hour. Look for that to get tighter on the forward pump. That looks very bullish to me. I wouldn't be surprised. That's a bull pennant to 1159. See if I'm correct on that. Maybe a dolphin dips. You never know. A lot of times they do go stop hunting down here a little bit, even in the stock market. And it could even, maybe some double bottom or something. But that I don't see how it doesn't hit 1159 in the next, 1 or 2 months. Maybe even way sooner than that. We told them, yep. I did. Yep. So wow, there's action out here. Pay attention. Thank you for squaring away. Yeah. And you think ETH, does ETH look good on the 5-minute too? You think ETH would look money on that 5-minute just like all these other coins? Yeah, it does. It's in a flag. So Ethereum. See the Adam and Eve inside of it? See, there's kind of an Adam and Eve in there, subtly. Ethereum looks like it's about to rip. Altcoin's about to do damage. Bitcoin dominance about to let go. I see ETH headed to $3,800 an ounce. Get it? ETH is about to be $3,800 an ounce. But right now, ETH and gold, same price. Crazy, right? ETH and gold locked in together. So I see an ETH long here, back to 38, possible with a stop below 34.98. Can even pop it a little. Yeah, 2-to-1 risk reward ratio though. Not my favorite, but that's how deep the stop should be. Ethereum looking somewhat interesting here on the 5-minute. It is high risk on the weekends. ETH. With that being said, everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here because I could be here all night long and never end. I love you. I'll be back tomorrow morning to go over more. I'll be up tonight, late into the night, to probably go over some coins too as well. And if I see things continue to pump, I will let you know. Stay focused. Stay amazing. I gave out a list of the hottest moonshots and crazy coins that I had too. That I'm getting an AI list too that I send into the group. So look out for that stuff. That's hot. We're looking at all these new coins too every day here on the channel. Remember, coin, what was it? Chainbase. Yeah. And thank you so much. Super chats now are closed. If you send one in, I'm kind of running out the door. Someone asked about Aura, USDT. Let's take a look at Aura Network. Very low volume. I'd almost want to stay somewhat away from it due to that. It doesn't make, my cup of tea. Like the candles can't even really close fully here. I'd say, I guess it's more bullish than bearish. Look for it to break out of this, something like this, continue, make a pattern. Does look like it can continue to pump. But I don't know. It's not my coin. Bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Someone asked for pork. A Pepe fork. That thing looks hot right now. And honestly, everything's kind of in this swaying flag. I'm seeing it everywhere, all across the market. Looks like we may flatten these shorts for Bitcoin. Get a massive pump here. We'll go back to Bitcoin one more time. We'll show you Bookmap as well, and then you guys can kind of make your own decision based on what I'm seeing. But this looks like this could moon too. Pepe, fork, pork. And we've ripped through a bunch of super chats already today. Still just very high, very high risk due to the volume on this. And Bitcoin doing damage out the flag so far. Nothing has changed on this 5-minute cup and handle. About to crack that 200 moving average and really call it a move. So we'll see, but we're pretty close to a pump here for Bitcoin beginning. It gets above this resistance at 118. I don't see how it doesn't pump right here to 118.5. Take a look at Bookmap, and then I'm jumping out for the night. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning for another lit live stream. Bitcoin attempting to get a bit of a pump on the small time frames. You can either go to bed. I'm not going to go too crazy. Altcoins going hard right now, though, and it looks like altcoins are starting to rip, so pay attention. We put some hot ones out there and see if things match like that. You can use that skeleton for many other coins because they're going to look very similar. So God bless everybody here on the live. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll be back tomorrow morning to break it down. I'll see you later. 118,000. Enjoy your night. Thank you so much for being here. And may God bless each and every one of you. The secret to success, you know what it is, right? It's getting started.